All right, so in order to check if there is autocorrelation present, we're going to conduct an hypothesis test using the Durbin-Watson statistic for 5% significance level. So we're going to use the Durbin-Watson statistic. This is in the original regression that we did. So if I look at the reg summary, so this is our original regression, and you can see that the Durbin-Watson is right there. And if you remember back from our class last semester, the further away it is from 2, the more correlation or autocorrelation is present. So it goes from 0 to 4, and then you would test it against the lower level. And then to test for this, we should be able to pull it out of there. So if I do reg dot, should be able to get it out of that. But then the formula is in chapter 9 with the problems in regression. Another way to look at this, we can from stats models, from stats we can import stat tools. So stat tools. Let's import this as stat tools. I need to spell. So then from this, we can do stat tools dot Durbin-Watson, give it the regression residuals, which is the residuals from this, and we get 0.3966, rounded up to 3 decimal places, 0.397. So then you'll do a 5% or hypothesis test at the 5% significance level. And if you plot this, if you were to plot this, let's do the regression residual. Is there an index associated with this? No, there's no index. That's fine. So let's look at the let's look at X and Y is going to be this. You can see that there is pretty clearly autocorrelation. You saw this in the previous one. So this is you are going to reject the null hypothesis at the 5% significance level. So you're going to go through the steps using your Durbin-Watson, which is pretty low. You'll compare that to the low and upper bound, lower and upper bound of the critical D values, and you can see that this is you are going to reject the null hypothesis. Autocorrelation is present in the scarcity model. So this is a problem. This is a problem for the regression and for the overall model. When 2 variables are non-stationary, we estimate a regression model. Typically there is autocorrelation in the residuals, and this can lead to say they move together. That could lead to the impression that they are correlated. Could lead to the impression that they that they are related to one another. But that's not necessarily true. So we're going to go into a little bit more detail in the next videos. We're going to show whether or not this is spurious regression or maybe it's co-integration, which is in chapter 10. I think this is the second half of chapter 10 now. So we're going to test. We're going to make sure whether or not Bitcoin is non-stationary, which it appears to be. If I scroll back up to the top, we get historical prices. So it's pretty non-stationary. And then stock to flow is also non-stationary. So we'll go over this in the upcoming videos.